Hi there, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Outdoor Henry Post Light from Hubbardton Forge. This is the 344227, part of the whole Henry collection. There are outdoor sconces, check those out, and they are quite beautiful. There's quite a few of them, including a dark sky compliant. So, let's get into details on this. So this is actually the fixture body itself. This is the fixture that's going to be sitting on a variety of things that you can put it on, including a 72-inch post. Actually, I take it back, 71-inch tall post. You can also put it on a pier mount, and I think we have a 23-inch post. It'll make it a bollard. 23 is going to bring it about your waist high. You'll notice that this has a collar on it that's square. I can also do this as a custom with a round collar that can go over your 3-inch round post if you guys have one of those already in place, or you plan on putting one any place. So just remember, I can do that as a custom. So you'll notice it has a little set screw right here that uses a little hex wrench to tighten it up once you put it on whatever you're putting it on. There are also these rubber pads that are going to go into this that's going to kind of keep everything stable. I want to show you more about that, and how we do it is we look at the installations instructions PDF. So if you're on the page for this on HandmadeInVermont.com, look over on this side of the screen, midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. Open that up for me. So that's going to show you a lot of great detail on it. It's going to show you how this is going to go on the top of this, and how these little kind of rivets come out. They screw out. You're going to put that on, put your little rivets on, and you're good to go. It's going to show you the socket setup. Excuse me. It's also going to show you how this, and here's all your wire that's going to go down, can be attached to whatever those things you need it to be attached. So, and we have pictures on our website of all those attachments too. Okay, so let's get into a few things here. So as far as the finishes go, you're going to have two options. You're going to have, this is the body, the fixture body itself, and remember, this is going to be the hood that goes on top, right? Okay, so you can do them all in the same finish, or you can do, you can do contrasting finishes, and this is going to be, I think this is a coastal burnished steel going on black, and I think that's a pretty sweet look. But you can do whatever you like. You've got a whole bunch of them to play with, so you can be your own designer in all of this. Okay, glass options on this, you're going to have two. You're going to have opal, which is this guy right here, and I'll get more into detail on opal in a little bit. You're also going to have a clear glass option. Remember, it's going to be covered on top. It's a very thick, I don't know if you can hear that, really thick piece of hand-blown glass. Beautiful stuff. I'll get a lot more into detail on glass in just a little bit. Okay, so and this just merely slides down and sits right on top of here, and this will be up here. Don't forget your little rivets are going to be there. So this will pop out the top just a little bit. And they make this extra strong, so if, you know, hail hits it or something like that, it really is protected. Keeps the moisture out and all good to go. Okay, let's talk about what is inside of this, because that's going to be really important. So a lot of detail there. It's going to be using a regular porcelain socket, so it's this guy here. So you can use pretty much anything you want for what goes into it. If you want to stay with the older incandescent style, old school, you can go up to 150 watts. Most of you guys are going to be doing LEDs. So this is what's called an A20 light bulb. This is an A19. This is the smaller light bulb that we all grew up with. It's actually just a regular size light bulb. This guy can go up to, as far as I know, I think this is probably 150 watt equivalent. I can find this up to 100 watt equivalent. But see how big this piece of glass is? That's a big piece of glass. You can pretty much get whatever you want. You could probably even find larger LEDs if you really tried to get even more light out of this. But 150 watt equivalent is going to be pretty good. So don't be afraid to go out and look around and try to find bigger if you guys want to. So on top of that, if you're in the state of California and you are pulling permits and your local government is going to mandate that you do a non-screw-in socket, okay? Because what happens is this would allow you to put an incandescent bulb in, and there's a lot of California places that don't allow that. Also, if you're building a LEED certified building, that's LEED, to get tax credits. And that's all new construction or renovations where you're pulling permits, mostly in the state of California. They may elect to have you do this, and this is going to be a GU24 bulb setup. So these have two little prongs on the bottom, two little slots in there, and it just kind of goes in like that. We do this as a custom as well for you guys. It adds a little money and time, but it's not a big deal. But if you're not pulling permits and you're not doing a LEED certified building, just go with our nice friendly screw-in LED, and you guys should be fine and all good to go. let's touch on the size of the fixture itself, and that's going to be independent of what you guys mount this on. So when we measure a fixture, we're measuring from the bottom of here, which is the bottom of the collar, to the very top here, because we know we'll actually take it back. You know what? It's going to be a little higher than that, because we know the glass is going to be the highest point. So that is going to be your 15.8. And then the diameter of this, which is 23 inches, is going to be the metal to metal point diameter of the fixture itself. So bottom of collar, top of glass, and then this. So I want to touch on Hubbardton Forge's glass for just a second. Hubbardton Forge's opal glass is not just another piece of white glass. This is actually hand-blown glass. All of their glass is hand-blown. And to begin with, it's actually a clear piece of glass to start with. And they come in, they blow a second layer on the inside of white glass. Then they come back and they do a third step where they sandblast the entire outside. So you'll notice when you get these in your hands, they actually have layers of glass on them on the end. You can see them on these two pieces. And it gives it this really soft, semi-transparent, kind of milky quality. It's a soft glowing piece. Really, really pretty. You know, they're really obsessed about details at Hubbardton Forge, and a lot of people don't. I don't think they appreciate it out in the world, but you appreciate it because that's why you guys are here watching this video. There you go. Let's talk about something else. Same kind of idea. They only use aircraft-grade aluminum to make all of their outdoor lighting, and the reason they do that is because aluminum holds up better than any other material in harsh, extreme weather. When you go out and you're out in the world, look up and you'll see those jet airlines flying up there way above your head. They're all made out of aluminum for a reason, because it holds up beautifully, it welds beautifully, it doesn't rust, it's very light, and it's just the best material to use outside. So on top of that, they have developed these outdoor baked epoxy powder coats that can go over this and make them pretty much indestructible, and we're going to talk about that right now. So how they do this, you'll notice in the picture next to me, there's a picture of a woman, and she's actually shooting powdered finish at the fixture. And they take the fixture, let's say this is the fixture to begin with, okay? They wire it up with a wire here, a wire coming down. They run a small amount of electricity through it to make it positive. And what that does, it makes it attract everything around it. So when she's over there spraying little bits of powdered finish, what it's going to do, it's going to go over the entire fixture. It's going to get into every nook, every cranny, top, bottom, sides, the whole thing. They're going to take that fixture, they're going to put it into an oven. That's going to melt that down and make it into a hard epoxy shell. And it makes it, incredibly strong. Because they do this, and these things have been tested in these wind chambers where they have shot, salty seawater at them, basically, because that's what's going to happen on a beach, right? Where a lot of these things are going to end up. They had to really do that to make sure that they're going to hold up for you. And because they have done that, they offer the best warranty for the entire lighting industry. And you can see that over on the left-hand side of your screen. Limited lifetime warranty for residential use, and check it out, and it'll really make you feel better about their products. Okay. Moving on from there, why don't we talk about our showroom in Vermont. We have over 350 Hubbardton Forge fixtures spread across 2 floors. We actually have a What's on Display page on our website. It's over in the red tabs over on the left-hand side of your screen, so you can open up that and check it out. Showroom has also a clearance center. So clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's an amazing deal for you. It's returns, discontinued things, and showroom samples. If you guys are going to come visit us, do me a favor, bring a big SUV, if you can, if you have one, only because the boxes are set up for shipping. Measure everything you can think of. So measure with a measuring tape, measure your ceilings, measure counters, tables, distances between junction boxes and things like ceilings, because if you're looking, you want to make sure when you're looking at these things that they're going to be able to be used by you for your needs, okay? And then also bring an iPad. If you guys are doing a project and you have a tablet laying around at home, take pictures with that. Take pictures, and you can bring that tablet in, and we can go through all those pictures together and look and see what you guys are doing, and I can help you out on that, okay? So when you buy your Hubbardton Forge fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont, and we're the only dealer with 90-day returns and no restocking fees. No one else does that. Some larger items, generally big things on pallets and custom things, are going to be non-returnable. We'll always tell you that on the page for it, so just keep your eyes peeled for that. And then on top of all that, we offer a rush program. So in order for you to get all of these different finishes, Hubbardton Forge doesn't stock. It takes generally about 3 to 4 weeks to get product out. We can cut that time in half, and it is super, super inexpensive. A lot of people don't even know about it. If you want to know about it, the best thing to do is just drop me a quick email, sales@HandmadeInVermont.com, and we spell out the word Vermont. You can also call 802-446-2400 during business hours, And so I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time if you guys want to talk to me. And then you can email us 7 days a week at sales@HandmadeInVermont.com, and we spell out the word Vermont. So I think that kind of wraps things up on this. You guys have any questions at all, let me know. Thank you for stopping in today. Take care. Bye-bye.